Ohayo gozaimasu!
This is Weeby Simpin, podcast episode 10. We're double digits now.
Yay!
We took a little bit of a break in between episode 9 because
We
there's
had a lot of anime to watch.
a lot, and we'll get to that. But how are you? You're a little tired after last night of gaming.
Gamed. I went to bed. Didn't fall asleep until after 2 sometime, and I woke up around 6 a.m. So I'm a little tired.
We've been playing Peak.
We've been playing Peak.
What do you think about Peak?
It's pretty peak.
It's absolute
it's
Peak.
Fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, we've been playing that for like a week and a half with each other, and it's been fun. We've been playing with our other content creators and such, so it's been fun to play that. I can't stop thinking about that game. I'm still playing Death Stranding at the same time, so it kind of feels like in tandem because that game's also like a rock, like a climbing, walking simulator thing.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of in vain.
So you have this theme going.
I got this whole theme going, but like, God, do I love playing Peak with you? It's so fun. We have a great time.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, this game blew up on Steam, and has just been blowing up the charts. I think it's over at 2 million downloads now, or like buys. So it's like awesome. it's blowing up. I love seeing. I know this is an anime podcast, but I know we talk about games here and there.
Yeah.
But I really love seeing that indie devs can thrive like this, because you just have this entire industry of gaming that has just been kind of being, people being laid off, and companies slashing budgets and going to AI and stuff. So it's just really cool to see an indie studio like this, and they made this in 6 months.
That is insane.
They did this as a game jam.
Yeah.
It was conceived as a game jam, which is, you know what a game jam is, right?
Yeah. I remember you've done many of those.
Oh yeah, I did those back in college.
Yeah.
My college days, where you sit down for a few days and just make something really quick and then just give it out to the world. So it's fun. And they hit gold with this. This game is so fun. The whole premise of the game is you're like a band of scouts or something, like Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, whatever, some kind of scout regiment. You basically get cast away on an island, and you just have to climb up this entire mountain. And there's different sections of the mountain. There's a shore. There's a tropical. There's a snow alpine area.
That's the furthest I've gotten.
We're slowly getting up because, and what's really cool about it is they reset the map every day.
Yeah.
So it's a different
layout's a little different.
Yeah, it's different. The seed gets reset, so it's
the same area, but it's different.
It's cool for replayability, so it's like so you can play, and it's not like the same map every time. There's like you said, it is the same layout, but it's just like different things here and there, and the terrain is a little different, but like
you're seeing the same stuff, but it's laid out differently.
I think that warrants really good replayability.
I think so too. It keeps it a little fresh. Each
day is fresh, so it's like we're playing through it and like, oh yeah, we had difficulty with tropics, but now we're having a lot more difficulty getting up through the shore, and vice versa. So it's like, it's cool. I love the game. It's so fun playing with you. You're playing on your Steam Deck. I'm playing on PC, and it's perfect and really good console controls. So
it's really great.
Controller. So check that, guys, out. Peak. Before we dive into what is essentially the rest of this, quote unquote, the rest of summer anime lineup. That's the rest of this. This is our part 2. Of the anime lineup. Did you want to talk about your Digi update? What you're reading?
Oh I can talk about that. Yeah. I kept seeing you glancing at my book. I told you all about it last night. You're like, ooh, I went in your book.
Did you want to talk about that first, or you want to talk about our movie recommendation?
Oh my gosh. My current obsession.
So we had our artist that does our other channel for us recommend an anime. Not an anime movie or
it's an
animation.
Animated film.
And it's been blowing up the charts since last month.
You guys probably already know.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Love that so much.
Yeah, you have the music on repeat.
Yeah, it's been stuck in my head, so obviously you listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess can't seem to get enough at the moment. It's my little soda pop.
Yes, it is. I love the movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Makes me want to watch it again. We should watch it
I
again.
thought it was like, yeah, we totally should watch it again. I loved how they animated everything. It was beautiful. It was fun.
This is Sony Animated Pictures, which
I
is
know,
like the
it's
people that
crazy.
did like Spider-Verse
Yeah.
and stuff.
So it was like, no wonder the animation looks fabulous.
Yeah, it looks great. And
Now, you guys can get angry with me for saying this if you want, but it's better than anything Disney's put out in years.
oh, that's true because
Yeah.
all that Disney's done recently is just live action remakes, and
yeah.
it's just like the same stuff.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, there are some banger songs on that like puts
Oh, yeah.
Disney to shame. Where I'm like,
Totally.
or a run for their money, really. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, these are really good bangers. And I think that's what makes the movie even better is the music. Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't have good music, I'm not sticking around for your movie to watch more than once.
It's got me, like, this movie in particular, got me interested in K-pop, so I'll probably be checking some more of that out soon.
And it's been killer on Netflix. By the way, this is on Netflix.
This is on Netflix.
Only on Netflix. Sorry, I
Check
didn't
it
say
out.
that. So, yeah, we'll just stop there. K-pop Demon Hunters. Check it
So
out.
good.
See it. You're not going to be disappointed. You're going to have a great time. Get some popcorn.
Probably the best animated film in years.
Yeah, I'm hoping this gets on in the Oscar running. Like,
How could it not at this point?
I think it should be in the running, but
Yeah.
like, I think it should deserve that spot right
it
now.
does
It's just-
deserve a spot.
So I know this is not really anime, but it's very close.
It's-
But
Animation and
yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to talk about your books, your visuals? Do you have anything else? I mean, I know you've already talked about your Battlefield Waltz a little bit. I don't know if there's
on
any
a
more.
different character. And things are fun in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all know, she has like her sword, yada yada.
Yeah, you got the idea.
Dustin is a bit weird, and my character seems to be like a little hesitant to admit her feelings to him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, why weren't you like more hesitant with the boring character before? Sorry if you guys like Abel, but I just found him the most lackluster character in the game so far. But I'm on Lustin. He's the second character I'm wooing.
How many boys are there in this one? Like 5?
Oh my gosh, no, there's like 6 or something,
6?
and
Oh my
the
god.
last one is a hidden character.
Oh, hidden.
Yeah,
Like
so you gotta play through the other guys to get this last guy.
So that's what you're kind of aiming
So
for
that's
right
what
now.
I'm aiming for because he might be the best one. You never know. Or maybe it's Lustin. Or maybe it's I don't know. I forget the other characters' names.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know
Yeah,
you're probably
okay.
speaking the same tones again, but like, just
Yeah.
thought if
At
there's
the
anything
end
you
of the
want to
day, it's still the same story, but with the character. I mean, once you get onto the guys' routes,
Mhm.
the story changes.
Yeah.
So, like in this one, it's not like, oh yeah, you're gonna kill your father or whatever. Or the male's gonna kill his father, and you can't persuade him otherwise.
Mhm.
It's more like a struggle between who gets the throne in this next story, and he, like the character, like you fall in love with, he doesn't want to be the king, but his older brother is sort of unstable, so it's seeming like he's the better option
Mhm.
to be a king rather than the older brother. So there's like a power like struggle there that may or may not be wanted.
So yeah, I always love political drama sometimes, and
It's not completely political, therefore it's not that fleshed out in that sense, but it's still interesting.
well, I'm glad you're just still loving it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're gonna see it to the end. Gonna get that
Oh, yeah.
last guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it through.
I've kind of incentivized you because if you finish this, I'll get you your Red Bell Lament one that I've been taught you saw, which is all vampires and such. So.
Vampire and vampire hunters. You start off as a vampire hunter, I believe, but you can fall in love with vampires. And I'm so intrigued by that.
Well, as soon as you finish this one, because you have so many things on your plate, so I'm trying
I
to
do.
incentivize you to finish it. That way, I'm like, okay, and I'll buy you your next
And
one.
plus, I have so many unplayed veggies on our shelf over there.
I'm the problem.
Go on, but that's
Did you want to talk about your new book, or I mean, it's
I'll
like a
talk
webtoon.
about it briefly. It's a Korean web novel.
What's it called?
I got this beautiful hardback cover. Under the Oak Tree by Suji Kim. It's a fantasy novel.
Mm-hmm.
So 60 pages in, there's so much sex in this book. I was a little surprised. I was like, okay, I thought we'd have more like build up and world building before all this. But there's also a trigger warning at the beginning because it is a bit heavy. Not like, okay, so I read this book a few years ago called A Little Life.
Mm-hmm.
It's nowhere near that heavy. So this one is a bit more easier to read because it's not so... it's hard, because she has like abuse and like bad experiences, and she has the stutter.
She's got a lot of trauma.
And she's a red-headed girl with like freckles, or woman with freckles. So, she's just like betrothed to my sister's ex or something like that.
Oh, we're gonna get into that one.
Very similar vibes, except this one's like X-rated.
It's very Cinderella-esque from what,
Yeah.
I've noticed from that book, from what you described to me, where it's like this person that's just treated like
absolute
shit,
garbage.
And it's like, it's kind of like a Pretty Woman kind of vibe, like, like this person who doesn't think that she's good enough, and then she gets all dolled up and she's beautiful, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Is she beautiful? From what they describe?
She doesn't see herself as beautiful, but judging by the cover alone, that's probably exactly what her husband sees her as.
I like the fire, like a phoenix hair, like
she's gorgeous, but she's always believed she's ugly because that's what her father's always told her.
I love this. Okay, so I know this won't be in the podcast because I'm probably just gonna have the cover art, but like the sides of the book, like the actual pages,
it's got sprayed edges.
I know, and what is the quote say right there?
The first moment I saw you, I knew you would ruin me.
That's on the side of it.
I'm thinking that's probably a quote from her husband. I can't ever... Sir Rifton.
As they have sex for the upteenth time, like...
I mean, they don't... No, they know nothing about each other.
It's just
He just can't keep his hands off her. But... I feel like we're going to, like, get to that point. Maybe he first saw her under the oak tree. I don't know.
As in the title suggests.
Yeah.
That's been our kind of week-ish and a half, and also we've been watching a lot of anime.
Yeah, we've been checking out the news.
Yeah. So last episode we talked about the summer lineup. Part 1 was what we dubbed it, because there's a lot of returning anime that came back this summer that we had to talk about, because I like these continued series, and they're amazing. And we had like Dress Up Darling, Kaiju number 8, Sakamoto Days is back, so on and so forth. There's so many. You can check out that episode. We talk about all of those continued series, season 2s and onwards. I think even movies too. We mentioned like Chainsaw Man and Demon Slayer coming back. So like it is a huge summer lineup.
It is huge.
And this part 2, we wanted to, just talk about the new stuff.
Yeah, not any of the like returning series or continuing.
That's why we divided this up. So we didn't watch everything.
No, we only got around to like watching 11 new animes,
which is a lot.
That is a lot,
as opposed to
especially if we're only doing it over a week.
Yeah, so that's why we took a break between the episode, a week and a half apart from each other, just because I wanted us to watch at least one episode.
Yeah.
So we can have some impression about these anime and what we like about them so far, and what we see potential in, and what we're excited about going forward with them. So, in no particular order, I'm going to I wrote down the whole list, and we're just going to talk about them individually and what we like about them so far. Again, we've only watched one episode. First one, right off the bat, Ruri Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is totally Witchley's anime. This is about collecting rocks.
Yes.
Which sounds like the most boring thing, but the first episode sold me. And can I just say, Studio Bind, who is doing this anime, is the same people that does Jobless Reincarnation, and it's visually stunning. I thought when I heard about the premise of Ruri Rocks, I was gonna be like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like a B tier anime. But oh my god, does this look so gorgeous, beautiful? The environment looks great. But it's just about like this like middle schooler, like, that loves rocks and wants to start collecting. She's got
like the sudden love for like crystals.
Yeah, and so the first episode she wants, what was it?
She just wanted, it looked like clear quartz to me.
Uh-huh.
But maybe it was like a different kind of crystal. I don't know. but it's beautiful.
Mhm.
They had crystal points. She found it in like a store or something.
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I want to go get some myself because I don't have any money." You know.
Yeah.
They just do, like it's like a nice slice of life. You know,
It
like
is.
that I didn't think I wanted.
Yeah.
But it's so good. I love it. I just want to read the description for it.
Okay.
So, the story follows the story of the series follows Ruri, obviously in the name, a high school girl. Sorry, I thought it was middle school, who loves jewelry, who develops an interest in the world of mineral collecting after encountering Nagi, a graduate student studying mineralogy. And Nagi, oh my god, there's gonna be a photo of Nagi up here, but my god, the first time you meet Nagi, I'm like, I love this woman. She is so attractive to me.
Yeah, but like I will say, one thing I really love about like the character design in this show is that like they're not all just like twiggy, thin, little anemic looking.
They got some meat on their bones.
They have realistic looking like meat on their bones. They have like a realistic feeling weight to them, even in all their movements and everything. It makes them feel so real.
Kind of reminds me with Konosuba with the boob physics.
Where
I'm like, this is what boobs would look like when you're not wearing a bra in a fantasy world. I don't know why. You watch those first 2 seasons of Konosuba. I don't think they do it as well in season 3, or at least I'm not noticing it. But like, they're just the way. And I'm sorry, I'm being very particular, but like the way the chests are,
how they just hang there,
and they're hanging, and they're
not being supported.
Yeah, I would say sagging would be the best word,
Sagging.
and for some reason that's attractive to me. Like I don't need like push up, like ooh, you know,
like you're wearing a push up bra or something.
I don't know. It just feels very natural.
It does.
Something natural just is very attractive to me.
Yeah,
and that's not what Nagi is, but like her figure.
I mean, she's obviously wearing a nice, like, supportive bra. That's one thing.
But anything else you want to say about Ruby Rocks? I know that's very brief. We only watched 1 episode, and I think what they've shown so far has so much potential to be like...
I've been collecting rocks, maybe nothing really special ever since I was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching Ruby Rocks makes me want to get out there and find some more.
I know, there's something about it where like you just see all this beautiful rocks, like these gems... And they even like describe, like Nagi specifically like describes like how rocks move over time. It takes billions of years, but they're moving from place to place, whether that is through a river stream, whether that is through a volcano erupting, and then she actually like gives us history, and I'm actually learning something too. It's how crystals are made. And how they are formed like that from like the magma coming, you know, like underneath the surface of the earth and kind of making these air bubbles. And that's kind of what causes these crystals. I'm probably butchering the science of this, but like in the show, they describe it as such and in much, you know, scientific terms. But like, I was like, oh, wow, that is so cool to see them like kind of give you kind of like a visual history of like how these specific, you know, crystals are made. And I'm like, that is so cool.
That is.
Or like, I think it was that, and then was it granite? Garnet, sorry.
Because I have some garnet earrings.
And like, they talked about how garnet and where they could find it, and they were like following it through a riverbed and stuff. I was like, that is so cool. But that's Ruby Rocks. We've been watching that on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
So good. I love the potential there, and maybe we'll do like an interstitial later and talk about that more. But let's go down the list.
Yeah,
let's go down. We got a lot. This is on Netflix. The Summer Hikaru Died.
Oh yeah.
I have been interested on this one just because there is not a lot of horror anime anymore, or at least I'm not seeing it as much. This is straight up horror, and I love it. You know, last year we had Junji Ito Uzumaki, which was
started off with a bang and fizzled out.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed of how that all turned out, but I do give them credit for at least getting it out, and just because otherwise that whole thing would have been canned, I think. But that's a whole different story for a different time. But the Summer Hikaru Died is a very interesting tale of which is based on a manga.
Yes.
Obviously, in the title, we follow this person named Hikaru.
Yeah, Hikaru.
Who goes missing during the beginning of like I think 2020 in January, and his friend, I'm trying to remember his friend, but there's gonna be so many names I'm gonna not remember. But his friend goes looking for him, and they never find him. and then he comes back a week later, and it does this whole time jump later, where it's like 6 months later in the summer now. And his friend's like, you're not the same person than when you came back. And it just goes from there. I don't want to spoil much, even though I didn't realize episode 1 was going to basically just go in a different direction than I thought, which is crazy.
So I knew a lot of what was going to happen in episode 1, mainly because I watch like Gavin reads it all, of course,
on YouTube. Yeah,
and he's been enjoying the mangas, and like so I heard him talk about the first volume. Of course, at least the first few chapters or something. And I'm all like, oh wow, this sounds really interesting.
It's a very interesting thing. Can I go through the kind of synopsis of the story?
Yeah, go for it.
It's Hikaru's face. Hikaru. It has Hikaru's face. It has Hikaru's voice. It even has his memories. But whatever came down from the mountains 6 months ago isn't Yoshiki's best friend. Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Carrying on at school and hanging out as if nothing has changed, as if Hikaru isn't gone, would be crazy. But when it looks so very like him and acts so very like Hikaru. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it sounded like there was more of it.
I know, I thought there'd be more about it.
Set that up.
That is the premise of it, and I'm loving the first episode. It's very intriguing. It's going in an entirely different direction than
Are you getting like a little sort of maybe slightly romantic vibes between the two main?
Yeah, they and I don't think this is such a spoiler because it's only the first episode and they haven't confirmed anything, but like there is hints that Yoshiki kind of has like feelings for Hikaru. Yeah. To the degree of like not saying
it, feels
but
like a little more than just friendship.
Yeah. And I don't think Hikaru has he's never vocally said it, but obviously I think with whatever is him now, he's retained the memories,
so he obviously has a fondness for
and he even says it right out. And like Yoshiki is like, I don't like, is this a better option than just having him gone forever now? Is like, should I just have this
version of him?
Should I have this version that is not him? This monster that is not him is that okay? Can I live with myself? Because he kind of keeps the secret now, where he's like, this is not him. And I haven't told a soul, but do I just am I better off just keeping this a secret? Is very interesting in his head. And there's little hints there.
If he doesn't keep it a secret, it's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, he's gonna die, or something worse. And then they're setting up this other plot of other things happening, and I'm like, what in this town?
I'm really excited to see where this one goes.
I am too, and it's nice to have a horror anime because I miss horror anime. Like we don't get that a lot anymore. Like one of my favorites is Shiki. And so good. And I really love Monako-chan, like the premise of that whole Monako-chan one, where it's like a comedy horror.
Monako-chan?
Is it Monako-chan? Mirako-chan.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm messing them up. That's the one where she can see entities and stuff, and but she just ignores them. And so she doesn't get like haunted, like I don't know. I just love that whole premise of that, and I'm like, that was like the closest we got to, and obviously, Junji Ito, his stuff. From time to time, but other than that, like we don't really get a lot of horror.
True, yeah.
So I'm excited to see the potential of this, and
horror is one of my favorite genres. So it'd be definitely nice to see more of it.
Next one down the list, City the Animation.
Heck
this one's on Amazon Prime. We were watching this on Amazon Prime. It is I wouldn't say like a pseudo sequel, but like a sequel series.
Well, maybe like a sister series.
Yeah, of Nichijou.
Yeah.
Which Nichijou is so funny. I love that whole premise of Nichijou, and this one has the same vibes. I don't really know the best description I could give to City, but it's just like in this town.
It's in the city.
Yes. Let me look it up real quick, but you vibe off real quick because this is just me being.
All right. Well, I'll say if you love Nichijou, or if you even know what Nichijou is, then I think you'll get a good grasp on how City is gonna be like, because not only do you follow like a series of characters, it's all comedy, and like they do great at like telling these jokes It's not too rushed, but it's also fast paced.
Yeah, it's very fast.
I feel like they found a good blend between, like, letting you understand, because some, especially with anime comedies, especially if they're going to be a bit slapstick, are just so fast. They can't really keep up with it. I feel like it's hard to keep up with it.
I think Nichijou does a great pace on that too,
yeah.
And then I think the city is showing the same colors of that.
Yeah, it's more vibrant. If you notice, Nichijou is more like pastels.
Yeah, and this one's very vibrant color.
Very vibrant.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give out the description real quick. This town is not just a normal town. There's laughter, love, and emotional moments, and unpredictable ordinary life presented by the residents. Exciting stuff comes from one from after another. Welcome to City. That is it. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see more of it because I laughed so hard. They were just, it's like these little shenanigans that happens, and like there's like a restaurant that you see in the first episode, and they accidentally threw like some special pasta, like they're special.
I forgot what exactly they were making.
Some ramen, something. They were making some kind of ramen special, and it flew into this guy's bag, and they were like, what do we do? What do we do? We need to make another one. And or like they gave him a complimentary like wine or drink or something, and the cork hits his face, and it just leaves an indent. It's so funny. I didn't think like something like that would get me, but I laughed so freaking hard after the cork hit him. And
because they displayed it so perfectly.
Yeah. With like this like operatic music. It's so funny. So I'm digging it. It just reminds me of Nichijou all over again, and what I loved about that series. And it's I can't wait to see more of that. I don't really have much more to say other than it's funny.
If you want to laugh,
you'll get a laugh.
That'll be a great
You'll definitely get a laugh.
What is it streaming on?
It's only on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
So check that out. Next on the list, Betrothed to My Sister's Ex.
Heck yeah.
I know you were mentioning it a little bit with your Under the Oak Tree book.
Yeah.
But
so I was actually looking at, I think it's either the manga or the light novels for that series, because I was interested in it before. So what do you want to say about it, Chris?
This is like basically this is basically like a Cinderella story, really.
Absolutely.
Which is very apparent in the first episode. I'm going to give it a description real quick. With unmaintained red hair and shabby clothes, Marie, the Baron's daughter, has been treated like a servant all her life. Where we heard that before. Count Granado, the country's richest man, who is said to be a difficult misogynist, falls in love with her at first sight. However, due to a misunderstanding, Count Granado proposes to her sister, Anastasia, who looks like a princess, instead of the ragged Marie. A very popular works... Oh, this is like... I was reading a novel. So, basically, what starts as a misunderstanding, she... Essentially, and this is the plot of the first episode, but so essentially, he does propose to Anastasia, thinking that it is Marie. Yeah. And then he sends a letter saying, hey, I would like to marry your daughter, Anastasia. And Anastasia goes off to marry, to go to his kingdom, and she dies on the way there. A terrible carriage accident.
Yeah.
And so they replace her with Marie, and at this point, the Count literally thinks that, like, oh, Anastasia was Marie.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't want to see that.
He wanted dead.
Yeah, and I don't want to see this replacement daughter, I don't want to see this girl. And by the end of the first episode, he realizes, oh my god, Anastasia was Marie.
I got them confused.
And I love what they do with Marie, where this is all she knows all her life. She has been treated like dirt. She has been treated from her parents that she is ugly. That's all she is. They give her
an imbecile and a mistake, and that they're trying to teach her right.
And even when Anastasia dies, they're like, you should have been the one to die.
Yeah.
You should have died, not Anastasia.
She believes that she should have been the one to die. And that's how she feels.
And I like seeing the psyche of. I mean, I love psychology. Yeah. so just like this person that's grown up all her life, and this is all she knows. Yeah. And she looks in the mirror and she sees what essentially her parents keep telling her.
Someone ugly.
Yeah,
someone
she sees
who doesn't
ugly.
Deserve anything.
But then you have this Count, who is he see like
he is absolutely smitten with
yeah,
her.
and we've gotten up to 2 episodes so far,
Yeah.
and the second episode really dives deep into what his deal is, and
Right.
what his baggage is, and why he doesn't believe in love and stuff until he meets her, obviously.
Yeah.
So I really like seeing like his baggage as well, and not just hers, and only
He found
hers.
this pure woman,
Mhm.
and oh man,
And he's just smitten with her
He's
immediately.
smitten with her.
He immediately
she's
just
not
says,
like the other women who want him for his money.
and then it's all like a misunderstanding between the two of them. It's
It
like
is.
he's like, I love you.
Yeah.
I wanted to marry you, and she's like,
She doesn't believe him.
and she doesn't believe one word of it because. And then like,
Who could possibly want her, right?
and then they even doll her up at the end of episode 1 with like they literally pretty woman her, and then she just looks in the mirror and be like, who is this person?
Right.
I don't know who this is.
She still only sees the ugly
Yeah,
redhead.
and I really and I like seeing that like this is not going to be an easy task for her to overcome.
Yeah.
It's going to take
after
time.
a lifetime of that kind of abuse.
Yeah,
it's
it's-
gonna take somebody special.
and it's going to be this count,
Yeah.
this duke,
Absolutely.
and you're just eating this up.
I'm eating it up. Yeah. I'm like stuffing it in my mouth.
Did you want to say any more about it? I mean, that's all.
I
had to
think
say.
we did great covering
Perfect.
it.
All right, perfect. Well, that is Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. We've been watching it on a Crunchyroll, so
Yes.
check that one out, guys. Out down the list. I'm gonna get a little darker here. Taco P's Original Sin.
We're getting back to
Oh.
heavy.
I watched this on a whim with you, and this was
Yeah.
like the other day, just because I
They
saw
even
it.
had trigger warnings at the beginning of
That's what I wanted to say, because there is a trigger warning at the beginning of this anime where there is like, oh, this is bullying. There is signs of depression. There is signs of suicide.
Yeah.
And that is clear and apparent episode 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got
Um,
all that.
I'm going to give all the description. Happy alien Takopi lands on Earth with one mission: to spread happiness. When he meets Shizuka, a lonely 4th grader, he vows to bring her back her smile using his magical happy gadgets. But as he uncovers the pain in her life, Takopi learns that true happiness may require more than just gadgets. That is the premise of it.
So it sounds a bit lighthearted, I guess.
At
with that
first.
description.
At first.
Yeah.
But my God, does the intro go places? Does the entire pilot
Oh, yeah.
of this episode?
Yeah.
I was not anticipating how dark it gets, and I really want to leave some. I want to be as vague as possible with this, just because it is. You're not going to see it coming, even though I think you kind of have an idea now.
Even with the trigger warnings.
Even with the trigger warning,
was
so
quite startling. It's not a feel-good anime
mm-mm.
at all.
And I'm interested to see where it goes. Like
Yeah.
the first episode already sold me, where it's
Right.
like, wow, okay, so this alien is this alien Takupi is it's learning different things, because all it's known its life is to spread happiness,
Yeah.
and going to Earth to try to cheer up this one individual is going to take a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I think down the line, Takupi's going to learn some stuff too, like what it means to be a human. What are these different emotions that he is experiencing? Like the first episode, he experienced pain, and that is terrible to look at. And Takupi's like, this hurts. Why I have never felt this before.
Yeah.
And it's traumatic to look at, but and it's sad. And
Is
he's
that
just
in the first episode? or
yeah,
the
the first episode. We only watched the first episode.
I thought we watched 2.
No, the first episode is a little longer.
Oh,
It's like
good.
almost
Okay,
an hour
that's why.
long, just because of
That's why I thought we watched 2.
it was one episode, because he uses, and I like his gadgets too. Like he shows off, he shows like off a gadget where he just looks like a flower to other people, which I think is cool. There's one where he can transform into the person with their DNA, like maybe a hair or something. And then there's like other gadgets. I don't want to spoil, but like it's cool because he can like pose as the 4th grader, and he gets bullied as the 4th grader, and he realizes pain for the first time. It's very tragic to look at and sad. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, is this school just not care about bullying? Because like you do get to see her life and her school, and you get to see that she is getting bullied like front and center.
Oh yeah, it's extremely obvious that she's being bullied.
Like her entire desk is written with like die, slut, things like that.
Yeah.
And you get to know more about why she has a specific bully that like is bullying her.
Honestly, based on everything we've seen so far, I don't think I could come around to liking that character. It's gonna have to take a lot.
I think so too. I mean, they've kind of hinted
At
towards.
the moment, I want this person dead.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna get that.
They lost their right to live in my eyes.
But there is moments where I'm seeing that they're gonna go through different people and not just Shizuka.
Oh yeah, they totally are.
They're going towards the bully next.
I still don't think that, like, as of this moment, I might be singing a different tune later.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I do not feel sorry for the bully at all. In the slightest.
I don't blame you, and I don't either. I don't have any sympathy.
She deserves everything bad that's coming to her.
There, in the first episode, there is hints of like, okay, what is her baggage, and you're kind of seeing
she's not living a happy life at the moment either.
And she's just taking it out.
The things she's doing are despicable.
Yeah, it's very questionable.
It's like, does she have any humanity?
Well, we'll find out as we progress if she has any. But that is Takubi's original sin.
Yeah.
Don't have much more to say on that until we watch more, but I am intrigued. It's very depressing, very dark.
You want to watch something fun afterwards.
Well, let's go to a little bit more lighthearted.
Thank goodness.
Cultural exchange with a game center girl.
Oh yeah.
Again, this is like a slice of life. We really like gotcha game, yeah, rom-com. And this is like another slice of life that I really like. You and I obviously like watching gotcha games on YouTube. People playing, like the crane games and stuff, which is really cool to watch. Just people like, because Japan has the whole game center stuff locked down, where they have crane games up the wazoo. They have like arcades. I really like seeing that, and like I always wanted to go to one. And seeing it in anime form is really cool. So the premise of this one is basically a foreign exchange student of some sort, some foreign exchange person. She's British, is what I'm understanding. Yeah. We're watching it sub right now because I think it's going to get a dub later.
I think it's the perfect way to watch this so far, because they're not all just speaking Japanese. She's speaking English and he's speaking Japanese. And there's that language barrier.
I like that so much.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've bitched before about how, like, I don't like when people are, like, all speaking one language and they don't understand. Yeah. But they do this perfectly because she is literally speaking English.
Yeah.
And you can hear it.
Yeah.
And she's saying, like, oh, thank you for your help. And he's like, sumimasen. Or something like that, he's speaking Japanese and he doesn't have, again, language barrier. He knows a little bit of English, but he doesn't know enough to have a conversation with her. And then he brings out a book at the end of the episode 1 where he's like, okay, here's this notebook. You and I can talk.
He translated everything he wanted to like tell her into English, thanks to like how you probably would with an app or with the internet. Just translating it that way.
I think that's perfect. Like the way he there's a whole misunderstanding in the first episode. Spoilers, but like it's
thanks
like
to the language barrier.
Yeah, thanks to the language barrier. But like it's like around the same time as like I think Valentine's Day, and so he helped. He actually is I don't know his name. I forgot. But,
I forgot about that.
I think hers is I'll look up the description. But like they do a good job with like setting up like he's an employee there at a game center, and then she is just like a customer. Game center girl. I am not on my game right now. Let me see. I wanted to see. Nope, I don't want to go to Crunchyroll. I guess I could have went to Crunchyroll, but I'm trying to find it a different way. There we go. Okay, found it 4 days ago. I like finding the description. Kusake Renji. His name's Renji. Okay, Renji, a young man working at a game center, sees an English girl named Lily Baker playing a crane game on Valentine's Day. Seeing her fail repeatedly to win a prize, Renji can't help but take action. The day after Lily finally gets her plushie, Renji receives an unexpected message from her that reads, "Be my Valentine." What starts as a misunderstanding leads to cultural exchange. So again, language barrier.
Yeah.
I really like seeing that. And I don't even know if I want to watch it a dub.
No, I don't think, maybe I'll check it out, but I don't think it'll be the same.
No, it won't.
But I think as is right now, it's perfect.
It is.
You don't need to have everything in English or everything in Japanese. It's perfect.
My only critique with it is that the age gap right now.
They're like, what, 5 years apart?
They're 5. So she's like 13 and he's 18.
So it's a bit weird being so young, but as you grow up, that kind of an age gap isn't going to be much of a difference.
I'm sure it isn't, but like with him being basically an adult, and her literally 13 years old is it's hard to get to that. It's hard to go over that barrier.
We do know they will get romantic feelings for each other. I'm just hoping we'll see that blossom slowly over like a year.
I don't want them to like be together like right off the bat.
No,
they're cute together, yes, but
and he even states in the first episode that he doesn't love her, but he would like to get to know her.
And see, that's very respectful.
That is very respectful. Yeah.
So I'm hoping it doesn't blossom too quickly, but maybe over time. I'm fine with that.
From what I read, it does sound like it's a slow.
I'm fine with slow burn.
Yeah.
Because
I think you definitely need to take your time in this kind of situation.
Definitely, especially the age gap. So that's cultural exchange with a Game Center girl. Do you have anything else you want to say about that one?
No, but I am looking forward to seeing how it goes.
Me too. Now, let's move on.
Move on, yeah.
Secrets of the Silent Witch. This one
sounds interesting.
I love the premise of this, so I am trying to pull up the information on this. So give me 1 second. But do you want to talk about it a little bit here?
All right, so she's like such an introvert. She doesn't want to speak, but she's like so talented as a witch. She's like the first witch to master silent casting?
Yes. I got the description right here. You ready?
Yeah.
Monica Everett, the Silent Witch, is the only mage in the world who can use enchanted magecraft, a true hero who single-handedly defeated a legendary black dragon. However, this young genius is actually super duper shy. That's right, she learned to cast spells silently just to avoid speaking in public. And despite her power, she has zero self-confidence. Now Monica has been tasked with secretly guarding the second prince. Can she keep it together as she faces both the evil forces targeting the prince and the terrors of social interaction? Again, I told you, I love the premise of this. Is just like you said, a person who is it reminds me of Bocchi the Rock. I know this is so different, from apart from each other, but like the social anxiety, I've noticed a lot of anime is doing that now, where you just have these shy, timid people who are not these outgoing people. They stay inside all day, or they read books, and that gives me a lot of Bocchi vibes, where she did not interact with people outside her family, and she just kind of stayed inside and became a legendary, guitarist on YouTube. Thought that was cool.
Yeah, how crippling it is to interact with other people.
And I'm getting the same vibes with this one with Silent Witch, where she is this prodigy. She's one of the 7 mages or whatever they call them at the beginning of the first episode. And now she's tasked to basically go to school and guard this prince at the same time. So it's like, I'm interested to see where that leads. So I'm all down for it. It gives me a lot of Bocchi vibes, but with spellcrafting. Yeah. Or, like going to Hogwarts. Bocchi, but going to Hogwarts. Sort of, So I'm interested to see the direction there. But do you have anything else you want to say about Secret?
No, we've only seen the first episode so far. I have seen like the light novels, of course, on Amazon and whatnot. I have taken a bit of an interest in it, but it's not high on my list.
And it looks jaw-dropping amazing too.
Oh, yeah.
Like I didn't think it was going to be this well animated, but like the spell she uses at the end of episode 1 to take out all the dragons is insane.
Yeah.
Like she's just on this cliffside doing this spell, not saying a damn word, and saving everyone. No casualties whatsoever.
Yeah.
I was like, this is insane. So, Secrets of the Silent Witch, check it out. It's on Crunchyroll. And Onward, this one's a little weird.
Okay.
But we watched it. It's on YouTube. There's no freaking way I'll be your lover. Unless.
Yeah, it's weird that it's on YouTube.
I was surprised because I saw it pop up in my feed finally, being like, oh, this is out. And I'm like, where is it? I don't see it.
Looking for it like on Crunchyroll
or High Dive. Yeah. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I realized as I kept searching, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So they're getting it out on YouTube, and I was like, that is interesting. So there's and I'll leave a description down below for you guys to check out the channel. I forget the channel's name, but
So
very interesting that it's on there. So this is essentially a Yuri.
Yeah.
Which is sort of a first for us. We haven't watched Yuri in a while.
Yeah.
Probably since the Villainess. I'm in love with the Villainess. Maybe that's probably the last Yuri I can think of.
That one's good and problematic as well.
I know we've had a whole discussion on that, but I like this one so far. Where it's going, it's essentially the setup is that you have this girl who is again socially awkward.
Yeah.
But then kind of gets out of her shell and kind of fakes it to make it.
She's an introvert playing an extrovert.
Yeah, and so she's in a different school where nobody knows her. She dyed her hair. She got a haircut. She got makeup.
These little mental breakdowns where she just needs to get away.
Mm-hmm.
But that makes her new extrovert friends worry about her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my gosh, is she sick? Is she feeling unwell? And one of them decides to go check up on her.
Yeah, and it's the most popular girl in school. Forget her name.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know everybody's name, but they kind of hit it off, and they kind of bond a little bit there, and it makes the most popular girl in school fall in love with her. Head over heels, and the next day she just literally confesses being like, I'm in love with you. I
love how straightforward she is. And I'm like, yeah, you go get her.
I love how confident she is too. Confident. She's like, I want to woo you.
She's like everything I love in the male characters who do that. It's I'm really for those confident people who know what they want, but they also have their boundaries too. They're like.
I feel like she doesn't have boundaries.
She does, but she doesn't.
Well, it's the end of the episode where she thinks she's about to kiss her.
It's not like that. It's that she can respect the other person's boundaries. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not like she's forcing herself on her completely.
Well, she does the whole wall slam thing, and then she
sexy. Okay,
it's very sexy.
But and you think she's gonna kiss her, but then she notices the other girl's not cool with that yet. That she's like, I wouldn't do anything to make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes.
I like that she's respectful on that end, but they're also doing this contest at the same time for a whole month.
Some days they're friends, and other days they're girlfriends.
They're lovers.
They're lovers.
So I like that. We're because obviously the main girl is I'm not in love with you. Also, I don't see you that way. I just want to be good friends.
She's interested in women for one thing.
Yeah, but she's feeling stuff.
She is starting to feel things.
So especially by the end of the episode, she was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to not kiss me and respect my boundaries." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm feeling things for that."
I'm really loving the balance they've got going here. For one, you got the very assertiveness of trying to get this relationship off the ground. Mm-hmm. And for two, you also have the respect of the boundaries. And I love it's like a teeter-totter sort of thing.
I like it.
It could go too much one way or the other.
I'm excited to see where it goes. They have a nice
thing going.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes.
Yeah.
So that is a long title. Let me read that one more time. That is, there's no freaking way I'll be your lover unless, and that is over on YouTube. I'll leave down in the description below what exactly that is. So, or where you can go watch that. I think there's only one episode out now. I don't know how many episodes they're doing for that one, but good quality too. I thought it still feels B tier-esque, but a little bit of B plus, on the quality, but it's not bad.
No.
I thought it was going to be a lot worse, and I actually like what they did. So, but onward, we're almost done here. 3 episodes. 3 animes left. Detectives these days are crazy.
This one's pretty fun.
I was not expecting how funny this would be.
I didn't expect to actually laugh out loud watching it.
I know you laughed crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read it. You talk about it real quick because I'm gonna go pull up the.
Okay, so you sort of have this washed out detective. He's already had his prime, his day in the spotlight, and now he's just sort of struggling to get by these days.
He'll take anything at this point.
He'll sort of take any job at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But you have this high school girl who finds a really old flyer of his when he was looking for an assistant or a partner or something. And she comes along wanting the job, but he's no longer interested in that. And it's really hilarious seeing how they do get to partnering because there's misunderstandings. They like he sends her on this job to like exterminate
bugs.
Bugs?
Yeah, like a wasp nest.
He hates bugs. He can't stand bugs, and she does something completely different. But you can see why it works because of their miscommunication.
Yep, that's the first episode, and we watched 2 so far, and they've been great.
Great.
I'm gonna read the description real quick. I think you said everything perfectly though. But behold, a great detective who thrills the world, solving impossible cases in no time. His name, Kichiro Nagumo. But all of that was over decades ago. Now he is just your typical middle-aged dude. Nagumo is behind the times to the point that he doesn't even know what a smartphone is. But out of the blue, he is confronted by a high school girl named Mashiro, who shows up wanting to be his assistant. Witness the miracles a gender gap detective duo can make.
That's amazing.
I love how old he is, where he's like, I don't know what a smartphone is. And like him tailing somebody because his first job is like to like tail somebody if they're having an affair. And he's like so conspicuous, or not as conspicuous, to the point where like he is going into this cafe shop that looks like he would stand out like a sore thumb.
And he has no place in there.
And he's taking a photo with like a click camera, like the.
It looked like one of those cameras you could
disposable ones.
Yeah, disposable camera, and you would have to go get the film.
And then, like, obviously, the assistant, like, comes by and is like, "I'm gonna help you out here because you were standing out like a sore thumb, and we can just kind of pretend that we're like girlfriend and boyfriend." Yeah. Just to kind of like
quite the
huge age gap. Maybe, yeah. I just love it. It's so funny. Like her first meeting, she is pulling out stuff out of her short ass skirt and her shirt.
Of her bra.
Like, what is happening?
How does she? It's like Mary Poppins carpenter bag.
It's so great. I love it, and and I love the second episode where they hunt a ghost.
Oh yeah, that's
so funny. I don't want to spoil that, but it's so funny. Them hunting a ghost and
check it out if you want something funny.
It is hilarious. Detective these days are crazy. It's on Netflix. Check it out. Moving on, we're down to the wire here. Gachiakuta. Now, this one was very interesting just because I have been really interested with whatever Studio Bones does, and this is their next franchise, pretty much after My Hero Academia, because they're wrapping that up. Which is very soon. In October, they're doing the finale for that, and I'm really excited. But this one is a very interesting one, and I want to see more just to kind of get a feel for it. But I'm going to give you the description right now. Crawl back from the abyss of hell to change this lousy world. Rudo lives in the slums of a floating town named the Spear, by the way, which was the title of the episode. Where the poor scrapes by under the shadow of the rich who live a sumptuous life, simply casting their garbage off the side into the abyss. Then one day he is falsely accused of murder, and his wrongful conviction leads to an unimaginable punishment, exiled off the edge with the rest of the trash. Down on the surface, the cast-off waste of humanity has bred vicious monsters, and if Rudo wants to have any hope of discovering the truth and seeking vengeance against those who cast him into hell, he will have to master a new power and join a group known as the Cleaners, who battle the hulking trash beasts of the pit.
Man.
And we didn't even get half of that in the episode 1.
No, we did get a little bit of that. We got him being falsely accused and whatnot, but we're only just beginning anything about the pit.
I really like the premise so far, at least with the world building, with like this sphere, this entire like civilization of this high society, and there's a huge ass wall between that and the poor, the poor society. So I'm like, but like, it looks like you can just come and go through, which I'm like, because they like,
there's a door.
There's a door, and the rich are coming into the poor section just to cast off convicted people. Yeah, which I was like, okay, so this is. I thought it was going to be more of like a turmoil between the two, like oh, we don't allow your kind in here, or you know, like
I mean, you can definitely see the segregation and how the rich feel about the poor, because you had the one guy standing there by this like trash place, and he's
Yeah,
just
Rudo's
writing,
father.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's writing in his notebook or whatever, and you hear these two gossiping bitches being like, "They should just stay on their own side of the wall." And I'm like, "Wow, you."
Yeah, it's that
fuckers."
kind of anime.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's nice to see that you can tell. I don't understand why they're going with white as their colors, but you can totally see how dirty they are.
It's so pure, and it shows how impure the poor people
Yeah,
are.
but even the poor people are wearing white, but it's all garbage,
dirty.
like dirty.
It separates them completely.
I like
you
that
got the crisp white, and then you got this dirty, sully clothes, and it really shows you their statuses.
It does,
and I feel like it's more humiliating that way to be poor.
The only thing I have that I am worried about going forward with the show, because this is actually this is a 2-core, by the way.
Oh.
So this is going to go on till the fall. I'm interested to see more, but for me, I'm like, I feel like they're going to ignore whatever they just set up with the sphere, and maybe just stick to the bottom of this abyss, and maybe
he's got to work his way out of there.
Yeah, so I feel like I don't know if we're gonna go back up there as like a subplot thing or anything like that. Like what's going on up there as he's down in the pits of hell with and it sounds like he's gonna join a group of ragtag powerful people and stuff. So they set up like this really interesting premise of like how how items have souls, and if you treat it disrespectfully, obviously that just it kind of dies or something to that degree. Yeah. It's like the first like couple minutes of the anime where they just talk about like how like an item can have a soul of some sort. So I'm wondering like, is he going to use items that are down there? Because when he goes down there, there's a giant hulking monster that is just trash monster, and I'm like, is this because of all the soul, like all of this as garbage now becoming this one entity of a monster? And I'm like, that's very interesting.
These forgotten souls just coming together, they're angry.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the continuation, but I'm also worried that what they just set up is probably not going to be the main focus, obviously, because obviously it is based on him seeking revenge,
right?
Because he is falsely accused for a murder that he didn't do. So I'm interested to see.
I'm also wondering, like, how, but tracking back to the whole souls thing for the items. Like, I always grew up hearing that dolls are vessels for souls of the dead, I wonder if that's, like, sort of, like, a premise here that they might introduce. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean,
because if it's, like, such a well-known thing, especially if, like, you love that item, then you could probably attract good souls into it. Or if they just have their own souls, I don't know. I'm
interested to see where that goes if that is the case. Right. I like your little theory there, so we'll see.
I'm wondering if that will even come into play, or if I'm just grasping at strings.
We might be grasping, but we don't know until we watch more, because obviously we only set up the premise of the show. So he got to the bottom at the end of episode 1, and it's like, okay, now it's starting. Now this is where the journey really begins, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm interested to see more, and I think second episode's already out now, and we'll watch that soon this week. So I think it actually came out today at the time of this recording. So yeah, that was Gachi Akuta. Let me see. You want to pronounce that? Gachi Akuta.
Gachi Akuta.
Okay, that is on Netflix. They did a simuldub with that, so we've been watching it dubbed. So yeah. But moving on to our last one, and possibly my favorite, I saved last, is Lords of Mystery.
Man.
I am enamored by this, just because of the whole premise.
It's Chinese, for one thing.
Chinese! It's a Chinese web novel that is being that got adapted into an anime. It's also known as Lord of the Mysteries instead of Lord of Mysteries.
Yeah.
So if you want to pronounce it any other different way, but I'm loving this. It's a Victorian setting, very Bloodborne inspired.
Yeah.
And you've played a bunch of Bloodborne with me to know exactly what that.
I watched you play it. I didn't get to play it myself.
But I love this so far. It feels like the only critique I can give it is that it gives me a lot of vibes of Heaven's Official Blessing. And that is also Chinese, correct? You love that series. Yeah. But when we watched the anime, I kind of felt, and it's not a slight. I really like just being dipped into this world, not knowing anything.
Just being thrown in.
Yeah, and they do that perfectly with Heaven's Official Blessing. And it always gives me vibes of Game of Thrones also, where it's like they throw you in. Like, at a certain point of Game of Thrones where there's all this history behind you that you don't know, and that they slowly just mention over time. And that's something that I've noticed with Heaven's Official Blessing doing, over time, where they can just drop you into this world. And it feels very rich. It feels like a world that's already been built, that you're just there. And they do a good job with this one, with Lords of Mystery, where you're just dropped in. You don't know what's going on. Because I was clueless until they kept, we're on episode 4 now. We'll be watching episode 4 soon, but we've watched 3 episodes so far because they did a two episode premiere for the first episode. And they show off so much in 2 episodes that it's insane. But I really love what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And I love just being dropped into this world, not knowing a single thing, and then kind of learning as you progress, because you're dealing with a character that kind of got isekai'd or rebirthed.
Yeah, I think they called it something very specific.
Transcended or transmigrated was their word, and I was like, that is such a weird way to call it that. But
I mean, that's true, essentially. I mean, we're just so used to the Japanese term now.
Exactly.
So the English one was weird.
So let me try. I'm going to give you a little bit of a description for this show, because I know we're not doing it justice. But the story of Lords of Mystery, which takes place in a Victorian era-esque world where humans can gain supernatural abilities and become beyonders, combines dark fantasy with steampunk elements and even a hearty dose of horror. I really love the horror. Again, this is all just Bloodborne. If you love Bloodborne, this is all Bloodborne. After the death of the university student Klein Moriarty in Tengen City of the Lowen Kingdom, Zhao Mengri finds that his consciousness has been transmigrated into Klein's body. As if waking up in a new body in a parallel universe isn't enough, Zhao, aka Klein, now must deal with Klein's scattered memories, the prophecy described in an ancient notebook, and how all of that correlates with his past life. It also looks like he's being followed by various shadowy people, which is never a good sign. Was all this by chance, or was it destiny? All of the tarot cards reveal that it is a new beginning for Klein, or Zhao. One thing is for certain, though, Zhao wants to get back to his own world, chanting for the celestial worthy. He tries to undergo the same ritual that brought him into this new reality, because apparently he did some kind of ritual beforehand before he died.
Yeah.
All it winds up doing is sending him into the divine realm between worlds, where he takes on the guise of a sort of god named the Fool after his tarot card reading, thereby making connections with others who name themselves after tarot cards in the new tarot club. And becoming a stronger beyonder, he hopes to find the thing that will send him home. So sort of like he has some kind of mission to go back home to his original life.
Yeah.
But I love the premise of this whole thing with him fighting these creatures with this whole entire maybe club of some sort, or secret society.
Yeah. Oh, they have a secret society in there, right? That they're fighting against?
Yes, that's what
it's actually called?
Yes.
Secret society?
Yeah, I don't think they have
they have their own little group.
Little club.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's showing that Donghua series like this, like we've seen with To Be Your Ex, that's a different kind of niche. It's not a Donghua. It is Donghua, but it's not like a web novel or anything like that to the degree of Heaven's Official Blessing. But I just love seeing this.
Yeah.
I love seeing something new, and
oh yeah, I'm loving this one.
I don't think we'd ever get something like this if it wasn't for it being a Donghua and being, am I pronouncing that right?
I don't know.
And being translated into an anime like this. It's so fascinating. Like I said, we've been eating so well with different anime from different cultures like this over the past couple of years now. With Heaven's Official Blessing, with Solo Leveling, with To Be Hero X, and now this.
Yeah.
This is not toppling my To Be Hero X craze. My entire I love To Be Hero X. I'm still loving it every episode. But I just love what they're doing here. And the animation's insane. It looks beautiful. They're just they're all on a whole different echelon than what Japan is doing. I don't know how they're doing it, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is jaw-dropping, beautiful. It has cinematic bars on it all the time. Such
an interesting story. Yeah, it feels high quality.
It feels like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah.
In a theater.
Yeah.
And it's insane. So Do you have anything else you want to say about it?
No, I think you did a beautiful job.
I know the description kind of gives you a lot to chew on,
It
but
does.
that's kind of the premise of it, and I'm excited to see more. And again, if you love Bloodborne, if you love Victorian era, this is like right up your alley.
Yeah.
Like the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon looks so fucking dope.
Good.
I love Blood Moons. I don't know why. They've done that with Bloodborne, obviously, and then they slowly did that with Zelda, the new Zelda games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. They have like this Blood Moon that comes out every year.
Have you ever seen anything more striking than a red moon?
Right? But
my grandma actually made me a beautiful. She used to make jewelry, and so she would do these wire wrapped jewelries, and she like did this beautiful like red circle with like the black tree thing for me to symbolize that, like a blood moon amongst like the shadows of the trees. It's gorgeous.
Do you still have that?
Oh yeah, I will never get rid of it.
Is that here in the room?
It should probably be in one of my jewelry boxes.
You'll have to show it to me later.
Out, yeah.
That's cool.
If it's not in there, then it's in my like special box with my skeleton keys down in the crawl space.
Okay, well, that's Lords of Mystery.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that one. That one's probably my most hyped out of all these. Though there's so many good ones that I'm like so interested in. These are just 11, and we haven't even watched the other ones that we didn't even mention them, and I don't want to mention them yet because I want to. Oh, I think it would be nice to sprinkle in more later.
Yeah,
because this
maybe
summer
we could try to watch them. And talk about
this summer lineup is insane.
It is insane.
This is probably There's
so much.
We're eating so well.
We're gorging.
And I feel like we're gonna overstuff ourselves with all these anime, but I'm loving this lineup that we have so far. I'm loving to see if we can get more in.
Yeah.
Even with the continuing series, it's just insane. It's like almost like 20 plus right now for us, and it's like I don't know how we're gonna be able to keep up, but we're gonna try.
We are watching so much.
Hell or high water, and we're trying to do the best we can with how small we are. And I'm hoping you guys are enjoying this. Let us know down below what you guys are most anticipating for like a summer lineup. What is your favorite anime this summer? If you guys are watching anything, let us know down below in the description on YouTube or on Spotify. We're on both. Check us out. Leave a description down below for that too if you guys want to check us out on podcast services like that. That's a podcast.
I think that's a podcast.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys for the next one. Don't know what we're doing next.
But we have so much to talk about.
We do. And so little time. But
Ja mata.
Ja mata.
There you go.
Bye-bye.
Bye.